That would be a perfect
I'm sure he's going to have a live or something.
Katie.
Oh, yes.
We're coming into this segment not to go too Shakespearean, but to retire or not to retire. That is the question. Katie, I will come to you. What are you feeling? Talk to me. What's going on?
I feel it's the end. I think he's going to make his official announcement. I don't know if he would even do like a spiteful season to just shut down all the rumors.
Just because of Adam Schefter.
Just because. And then
just because of Adam Schefter.
I think that's what Rodgers did last year. It was just, all right, you're saying I'm going? I'll go play for the Packers now.
So I really wish that for once Adam Schefter would get permission from people to say, is it cool that I let the worldwide sports world know that you're retiring, or what do you want me to do with this? But I honestly think that, oh God, I'm gonna get all cryy.
Katie, come on, Katie. Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think the end of the GOAT's career is done. I think it's done. And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, you guys. It's been 26 years that I've been with him since Michigan. And I didn't know that a lowly little guy that got drafted in the 6th round and took over for Bledsoe. If you haven't watched Man in the Arena, you'll have a deeper appreciation for Tom. Trust me. You won't be so hateful. But I think I'm bidding adieu to him. I think I really am. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I love that man. I defend him daily to the haters. And I wouldn't want it any other way, though. I really wouldn't. I love Tom Brady. That's really where it's at. Sorry, I'm getting all emotional.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
The man's won 7 Super Bowl rings, 3 MVPs. He's done things that most people didn't think he could do. He defied gravity and everything by being 43 and winning a Super Bowl last year. No one thought he could do it in his first season at Tampa, even with the talent. So he's had his dark moments. I mean, we all know about Deflategate, but I loved him through it. I mean, you love your players good or bad sometimes, and he served his 4-game suspension there, so he did his time. He did his time for his, what he did, but the man is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. You can't deny him that. He is so good at what he does, and he does it with class. He does it with grace. He shows love to his teammates in every post-game press conference. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, Devin White and Mike Evans and everyone else has said he's the greatest teammate you could ever ask for. Gronk will only play if he's in the lineup. So there you have it. But I do think my boy is done. I do. I think he'll make his own announcement in his own time and in his own way. And I think reports say he's just mad that it got leaked how it did. So I think Giselle wants him home with the kids. And so there's my take.
Yeah. And it was beautiful. Shout out to Alex Loosemore of North Sports Dynasty. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out, ladies and gentlemen. They have great stuff. We hopped on in their comments, man. They are great. They're absolutely amazing. And he says, to your point, Katie, the emotion just shows what the GOAT means to this sport. He absolutely, he is great. And I look, I'm a Joe Montana guy. I'm not going to lie to you. Joe Cool and for what it's worth for me, Joe Montana to me is what Michael Jordan is to some of these Chicago people. We don't got to go into too deep when we talk about that, but Joe Montana to me was just the greatest thing I had ever seen. He was so cool. He was calm. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I get it. And even him, that wasn't my team. San Francisco wasn't my team. They actually knocked Washington out of the playoffs a couple times to get to those particular parts. But I get what you're saying. Sydney, I'm going to come to you, man. You can relate, as your guy has just left at Big Ben. And like you said, you have family that's from Massachusetts. So a lot of times that you guys were up there the first year, 15-0, and getting go all the way to the championship, and you meet him. What do you got to say, man?
Yeah, Brady. I mean, Brady's been the Steelers' rival for Ben's entire career. I mean, they've met in the conference championship, I think 4 or 5 times. Brady getting the better of him the majority. Ben did get him twice, I think. But, I mean, it's never been a hate for him as a person. It's always been he's our rival, and he beats us more than we beat him, unfortunately. So that's always been my feelings towards Tom. But, I mean, like Kate said, he's the GOAT. You can't take it away from him. He's more rings than any one team has, more rings than any player. He's got all the stats. He defied every father time thing that should be out there. I mean, his numbers as a 40-year-old are better than Troy Aikman's entire career. I mean, it's just ridiculous that he's.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I got you. Any little dig at the Cowboys, it's a fun time. But, it's definitely a changing of the guard. I mean, it's all the old heads from the NFL, all the quarterbacks that have been dominating for so long. Like I said earlier, the stat with Manning, Brady, and Ben or a 49ers team being in the last 21 straight Super Bowls, like 3 quarterbacks and 1 team. Like that's just and all 3 of them, 2 of them retiring this year. And I agree. I think he is done. I don't think it was how he wanted it, so he's trying to control the narrative a little bit better so he can do it his way, which is, I mean, respect. He should be able to do it his way. He's earned that. There's nobody to be able to take that from him. So I think that's what it is. But, I mean, nothing but love. He's, the greatest of all time. He was just, unfortunately, if it wasn't for Brady, Ben would have 5 rings. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, so, I get it.
That's why that's just how but respect to him. He's the man. He's done it.
Hey, I love it. Yo, what up, Anthony? He just joined the group. Yo, Dylan, let me ask you a question. Dylan, how old are you, man?
I am 14.
So your entire life, Tom Brady has been in the game in some capacity. What is this going to mean to you?
It's going to because really weird because like the past 2 years, it's like 4 or 5 quarterbacks that have been like in the league my entire life are all gone. Roethlisberger, Rivers, Manning, the entire 2004 draft class. Now, most likely, I would say Brady. So it's going to be weird because even though I hate him as a player, like because he killed the Steelers, which was my team whenever the Packers lost. He killed the Packers last year. But it was that was an interesting play call. Still, the field goal.
The floor still has a job somehow. But
I mean, he's pretty good. It's just he's decided, we'll kick a field goal.
Yeah.
It's not like the goats on the other side. Just kick a field goal.
Where did LaFleur start?
Washington. So did McVay and Shanahan, and somehow none of them were good with Washington, and all of them are good now as head coaches.
Sean,
Thanks, Dylan.
Sean, I gotta ask: did Chase Young ever get Tom Brady?
Yes.
Oh my God! Something happened with Kate's camera. I don't know what's going on.
I swear Chase Young got him last year.
Oh, he never got him.
He never got him.
Oh wow!
Never got him.
Never. Oh my God! I don't even want.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Katie. I did this for you, and then you're gonna take that shot. You know what? Yeah, Tom, I'm glad you leaving, baby. What's up?
No, I just had to do that because you always put it in my face. So
I know, respect. Yeah.
But I think Tom Brady's out song should be "I Did It My Way" by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, respect. I hope that. He is able to come out and talk about it his way. Shout out to your brother, Colin. He said, also to be fair, if he waits a bit longer, he gets a $15 million bonus so that he may play a part in him trying to squash the rumors. Hey, It could happen. Unfortunately, $15
I think
million.
it's enough money.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's pocket change to those guys.
$15 million to us is like, yes, I'll do whatever you need. To him, it's like, Giselle, can I have? Is that's my allowance, right? His allowance is probably 20 mil from Giselle, so he's like, yeah, I'm good with the 15.
Oh.
But I personally, and Sid, you can agree with me, being somebody that's played this game. When you know that it's the last one that you've played, you don't want to let it go. That fire that's still in you, you don't want to let it go. Tom is a passionate, fiery guy, and I mean, if he's still able-bodied. I have to wait till the next season comes out. Oh my goodness, Katie. Oh, okay. I thought you were out because
no,
I'm
still. I'm still here.
If this is the final run, it has been an honor and a privilege to watch you, Tom. It has absolutely been something great. I've been on the end of a 59-7 game where he came to Washington and destroyed us. He was arguing with his receivers on the bench because you should have thrown another touchdown, and that guy abruptly got cut. Tom, you have given us many years of joy, and I appreciate everything that you've given us. Shout out to the people that are watching, saying, hey, Anthony's shouting out, Ash, all of them. Hey, Tom's great. I'm gonna get off this subject because Katie, I know what it's doing to you, and I apologize. I understand.
It's okay.
I understand.
It's
Tom,
okay.
Hey, as a Joe Montana fan, I'm gonna say this. Tom, you are the greatest of all time. You have done more for this game than anybody else. You've lasted longer.
Oh,
hey,
it's all right, guys.
It's been an honor. But I have to lead into the next question with this, and we're almost. And I'm glad my guy Nathan Snell has joined us. Nathan, I'm going to come to you. You're on mute if you're still with us.
What's going on, y'all?
There you go.
Hey,
So,
Nate.
real quick, I'm going to ask you this. Tom Brady.
I can't hear you, Sean.
You can't hear me?
Hold on. Let me come back. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
All right. So I'll actually go around. Let me see if he's come back in. There he goes.
Okay, now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. So, all right, Tom Brady. Is there anything you want to say about Tom Brady? Retirement, what he's done for the game.
No, Tom Brady. He just, he's going to go down as one of the greats. I had, for 27 years, I had the pleasure of watching him, particularly when he played against us. You just can't do. Everyone's pretty much touched on it. It's going to be the same way when Ray Lewis retired. I ain't going to lie, I cried the first couple of days because it was like number 52. Pretty much touched. I grew up with Ray Lewis,
right?
So
right.
I can understand it. I grew up with Tom Brady. It's the same way when Kobe retired. That was hard to process a little bit.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
And even when LeBron retires, it's going to be the same way. So, the league's going to be in good hands for years to come. You got Burrow, Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar. The league's going to be in great hands.
Tyler Huntley.
Oh, Lord. Wow. From a Steelers fan to a Ravens fan.
Gosh.